Hello friends! Welcome to my channel, Creating Essence. I am out doing some yard work. I've gotten a little behind on some gardening and yard work projects lately, so I'm working on them. So, first things first, I've got my gloves, gonna get the nippers and the wheelbarrow. Dog's going a little bonkers. And don't chew up his helmet. No, 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 no. Don't chew the bike helmet, you crazy dog. Come on. Close him up. But if you've been following my garden updates this year, you know that we are transitioning to the Back to Eden garden method. And we are working on turning a couple areas of our home into sort of edible fencing type of things and permaculture type beds. We put in some beds of various things earlier this year, and put down some cardboard, covered it with wood chips, and now I got lazy. I didn't keep up with pulling the weeds out that started to grow as everything composted down, and we ended up with a lot of weeds and kind of choking out our little plants. So tonight's project, after dinner project, while the kids play outside before bed, is to get the raspberry / lilac patch cleaned out. We had some wild blackberries come in and start taking over the raspberry patch, which is weird. But then 3 of our 4 raspberry plants died, and they say that's actually common because wild raspberries bring disease that domestic raspberries don't have. So come along while I clean out and mulch and wood chip the raspberry patch. So here it is. We actually have a lilac planted down in here. It's growing up right there. And this is the wild black raspberry that took over this entire bed and killed a raspberry that was here, a raspberry that was here, and we still have a raspberry thriving down here. And I don't think it's coincidental that it's the one furthest from the invading black raspberries. So this is the job: to clean out this bed, mulch it, and wood chip it. Ready, set, go. I have to show you guys this. I found a black widow. Can you see her in there? She's about to die, so. There she is. You see her underside there? Black widow. So I'm a little more than half done, making good progress. Got that huge tangle of stuff taken out, and I thought you might like to see, or you probably won't, a giant wolf spider on top of the biggest egg sac I have ever seen. Yeah. I'm not going to put my hand next to it for reference, but that's easily just the body, the size of a $50, and the egg sac is like a large globe grape. It's pretty disgusting. All right, my friends. Gosh, am I winded? I'm not showing you my drippy, sweaty face right now. Whew, but here is our happy, thriving raspberry bush, getting some fall berries ready for us. Pardon me. A sad, dead one. Oh, another sad, dead one. And there was a sad, dead one right there too. But it came out with a huge clod of grass. And the roots were brittle, so. And then, down here, we have a lilac that was literally underneath the wild raspberry bushes. And it is healthy and happy. So I really do, ooh, and there's a whole bunch of ants. And I'm gonna grab my diatomaceous earth to sprinkle. But I really do believe that those wild blackberries were to blame for the death of my others, because the one that was furthest away is thriving, and the unrelated species that was directly under it and covered all summer is also thriving. So now I'm going to mow up all this. There's my huge pile of brambles behind the Cooper Schmooper, and my kiddos over there raking up lawn clippings. One day we will get a bagger for our mower and save this step, but for now we rake, and I'm going to mow all this and blow it directly onto the bed. Make sure it's around the plants. I'm gonna put some fertilizer on those raspberries and pretend that will resurrect them. But we are going to mulch, and then we are going to wood chip, and then this project for tonight will be done. Right, Cooper? Yeah. All right, we got it all mowed up and blew it onto the pile. Let's uncover a lilac again. The big raspberries, just fine down there. And now I'm gonna start using my wheelbarrow to get grass clippings up and make a nice thick mulch pack on top of that we will cover with wood chips. All right, we are about half done. I don't know if you can tell, but we are doing a solid foot of grass clippings. So we are almost out. We're about half done with the bed. We are down to the third little sad raspberry bush. And if the two dead ones, that one and this one, never come back to life, then that's fine. In those spots, in the spring, we'll plant new ones. But we're about out of grass clippings. Kids have raked almost the whole acre. And so I'm gonna start covering this with wood chips. And on Saturday, when I mow again, we will finish out the bed. It is getting dark now, but it is done. We got about 2/3 done because the kids got me a couple more loads of grass clippings raked up. Pardon me, I'm all out of breath. So we have this little chunk right here. And yeah, we will finish this out on Saturday when we mow the lawn again. The reason we chose this spot, we're planning to do grapevines along that side of the front of our property, but the reason that this is so tough as far as weeding is because there are a bunch of stumps here. There are a couple broken down right there and right there, and then there's one right there, one there, and then one all the way down on the end, and they're all covered up now. But the previous owner put in ornamental grasses to cover up the stumps. And just like she did right here, though right now you can't see because the pampas grass and this ornamental cherry tree is covering them up, but there are several things like this all over the property that are just stumps that she planted more things around to hide, and it has been a bugger to try to take them down and clear them out to make usable space. So right here we are putting down the grass clippings that will compost the wood chips, keep it hot and help it compost down, so that the soil underneath is really rich and fertile, and eventually the wood chips will break down as well. And when they start breaking down, we'll put another layer of grass and then another layer of wood chips. And in between the raspberry plants, we will be planting companion plants, things that are beneficial, that grow well with raspberries. The raspberries help them and they help the raspberries. Whether they're flowers, herbs, a vegetable like chives or something, things of that nature. And that's kind of the permaculture kind of idea, where things are in self-sustaining systems and they help each other grow and help each other continue to be healthy and strong. You get to see this face? That is it. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening in my gardening job and my sweating. I have a few more projects like this that I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks, probably a couple of months actually, before we run out of grass clippings for the year. But yeah, thought I'd bring you along and show you my gardening project for tonight. Thank you so much for sticking around, friends. If you found this encouraging or helpful or just fun to watch, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel if you don't want to miss any more videos like these. Bye-bye.